We turn to Brazil, where even the Amazon rainforest looks like it's gotten a wax. Now, President Dilma Rousseff has spent the whole week dealing with developments in a corruption scandal which threatens to undermine her entire government.
Brazil's Supreme Court has approved an investigation into some of the country's top politicians. They're accused of taking bribes in exchange for lucrative oil contracts from the state-run oil company Petrobras.
Now, when they say taking bribes, this isn't your standard £5 in an envelope left under a bench. Because Brazil's largest construction and engineering firms allegedly paid at least $800 million in bribes and other funds to secure contracts. $800 million! You'd need an amazing construction firm just to build a bench large enough to hide that bribe underneath. More than 30 members of Rousseff's ruling coalition are under investigation, so she took to the airwaves this week to try and calm people down.
Você tem todo o direito de se...
You have every right to get irritated and be worried, but I ask for patience and understanding because this situation is transitory.
Is it? How is it transitory? Because unless you're about to flash the entire country with one of those memory-erasing sticks from Men in Black, I don't think people are going to forget about this. In fact, Brazilians weren't even listening to her speech for a pretty loud reason.
Her critics had organized a kind of pot-banging protest, and I was in Sao Paulo, leaned out the window. It sounded like a football game. People were banging their pots, honking their horns.
Fora!
That's actually a real form of protest called panelas, which has been in South America for years and off-Broadway for decades. It's so entrenched, it's even taken place on the floor of Brazil's legislature.
Do bom senso do povo brasileiro. Minha homenagem ao povo brasileiro.
Now, I love everything about that, but the best detail there is the sign language interpreter. Even he is banging invisible pots in disgust. And if you think that Brazilians are overreacting to this story, there is one more thing you should know about Rousseff's involvement in this scandal.
President Rousseff chaired the board of Petrobras for 7 years when much of the corruption is believed to have taken place. She's been cleared of any involvement in the scheme.
How has she been cleared? She chaired the board of Petrobras while the bribes were... There's only one way to handle this. And now this.